All right. Beautiful. All right, let's get Mike in a good position. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. But these are all of the pieces that you will need for my rear axle design, your two wheels. And basically this will be a build video. Alright, so first you get your 7x11 frame. You'll need 8 of these pieces. And you will put them in the inside, but on this, not here. So do that in all 4 corners. Like so. You should have something like that. You'll need to make 2 of these. Alright, now that the framing is done, go ahead and start building onto that framing. Okay. Once that's all put together, you should have something that looks like this. Once that's done, you can go ahead and secure them together, like so. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and put these yellow pieces in position with 3s. Like so. And we'll get these put in place. Alright, that's the general housing for this. This is the bottom with the prong sticking out. This will be the top. And we'll go ahead and create the substructure. This is a 13, by the way. Okay, so you should end up with this. Set that off to the side and set this off to the side for now. We're going to create the central core where the differential sits. So you'll need 1 of these and 2 of these. And you want it to be like so. So you should be able to see straight through the plate. Alright, and then you should have a cube like this. The next step, I'm going to assume you already have a 28 tooth differential with the 5 half stud bevel gears already put inside, set up. 6 long axle, you're just going to stick that in there. Put that through. Just a normal half bushing. 28 tooth gear. Now make sure this side, which is what goes into the differential, goes down on top of that. Like so. And then just a 2 stud length connector goes on the end. Like so. You should be able to spin it, and that gear should spin freely. Once that's done, you can insert 4 more of these into the bottom. Like so. And then you'll need these 2 axles. These are 9s. You'll need these 2 pieces. You push them about halfway through, give or take. Like so. You should end up with something like this. Now we're going to grab our frame. This is the bottom. You're just going to go ahead and drop that in like so. Now you may need to finagle with it a little bit, but it should be good once it's there. Go ahead and put these in. And if you need to move around the bottom a little bit so that it all spins freely, like so, shouldn't be a whole lot of friction. Alright, once that's done, go ahead and start on the top assembly. You're going to put 4 of these pins in here. Like so. And then that previous sub-assembly you built is going to slide down right on top. And then you're just going to start putting these and connecting the 2 subframes together. Like so. Do the same on both sides. Once you have all of those in, these pieces are next. The frictionless pins, or the reduced friction pins, go on the bottom. And then again, these pins will go here, like so. Once you have all of that together, it should look something like this. Alright. Next, we're going to work on the wheel hubs for a moment. Not too terribly difficult, but they do need to be taken care of before we get the arms put together. So, 2 5s and a corner piece like this. You'll make 4 of these. Once that's done, you're just going to slide them into the hub like this. You should end up with this. Now, as far as getting the other side of the carton ball and cup in, once it is inserted, you will need an additional piece. Now, this is the one that accepts pins, not axles. It won't be on the final build, but it is a tool to help you with these. You will need to be using these high friction interlocking half studs, as these provide significantly more friction. what you'll want to do is put one with the interlocking side out, push it down, and another one, the interlocking side going towards the other one. Now, once that's on there, it'll be very difficult to twist. You're going to give a slight push to that axle till it moves, until it rotates freely. And just repeat the process with the other hub. Interlocking side out, interlocking side in. Once it's done, you can put this piece back. Okay, and very high friction, so we'll just give it just a little push. Good, those are done for now. Alright, we can move back to this. Take these two 28 tooth gears. This part is a little tricky. So you're going to want to insert this one on the bottom going this way, and this one going this way. And you'll want to try to match them up to where these lines match up. So on this one, I did it right. Okay, so that's done. Once that's done, what do we want to work on next? I guess we'll start putting these pieces on. Start with 4 of these, and they will go onto these corners right here. So you'll end up with something like this. Alright, next, we'll build the bottom wishbones because those are fairly simple. So you'll need 8 of these put together. This, and then this is a 7 stud. You'll do 1, 2, 3, and then 1 at the very end. Do that twice. You should have this. Make 2 of these. Alright, once you have those, 3 studs. This one goes here. And that is the bottom wishbone connection. And do that on both sides. Once that's done, you can flip it back over. And so this is where your hubs will connect. And these pins here are where the suspension will connect, or the springs. Alright, next we're going to build the internals, or I guess we can build the upper wishbone. So this is your upper wishbone. You will need 2 of these. Once that's done, you'll need your 5 long stud axles. I prefer to use the ones that have the stopper on the end. You don't have to. It just makes me feel more comfortable and confident with it. And then right through here, all the way through, and there's your top wishbone. Do that on both sides, and now you should have your upper and lower wishbones connected. Alright. Now we can start building the top supporting structure, which I believe will go here. And so here, 2, 3, 4. This is the start. These are 5s, and you just hook them on like so. And so this will be the top supporting structure. You're just going to lay that in like so. Some more, these friction pins. It's actually, sorry, the red ones are going to go in here like so. I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. Like so. Once that is done, you can go ahead and start putting on these pieces and interlocking them to the frame. Do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Now, get these pieces, and I must have missed a piece. My apologies. And you can put the suspension components on. Like so. And then these pieces will go on like this. It's the last supporting structure. Alright, once that's done, all that's left is the hubs. So you're going to take one of them off. You're going to take both of them off, sorry. Put those 2 pieces on here like so. Get your hub, slide your hub down. Now to keep the hub from sliding off, you can use these pieces like so. And up at the top, get one of these 2 pieces put together. It's going to be into this orientation, so it's going to be facing horizontal, not vertical. Like so, and get another, these 2 pieces. Ooh. That's going to go right into the top right there. Grab one of these 2 length axles. Now, when connecting these 2 parts, there is something you need to keep in mind. I will pull up some demonstration pieces. You always want to connect your cardan ball and cups like this. This means when you do this, because these are not actual constant velocity joints, they do have different moments of inertia. And so if you connect it like this, you're going to have really bad wobble at high speed. If you do it like this, the moments of inertia at each ball connection point cancel each other out. So always make sure that the letters and numbers are on the same side, and the smooth sides with nothing on them are together, and these vertical lines here and here are the same. So we'll go ahead and push this in once I get this connected. So, go ahead and straighten that piece out, and we'll drop this down into here. And this will go through, and that side is done. And we'll transfer over to the other side, do the same thing. Like so. Okay. Once you have that together, you can go ahead and put your wheels on. Now, this axle only works with the Ferrari rims. Otherwise, you need spacers for any of the other rims. And I believe it's the Porsche 911, the 1/8 scale, the Bugatti, and the Lamborghini. Their wheels do not fit on here. But once it's done, you have a very high torque, low friction design. And depending on the way that this is built, this can be the front or this can be the front. You can send power to either side. And so if you want power going this way with the differential, let's say on the left, because this is the front, so when you spin this clockwise, the car will go forward. If you want it to be counterclockwise, or spin it clockwise this way, and it'll go in reverse. And you just switch the side where the differential is. But that is basically the rear axle for my Mach that I have. And you've got reinforcements, and it's got about 3 studs of travel. This is about half a stud off of the ground when fully compressed, but it's quite a bit of travel. And as you can see, there is the dynamic cambering as the suspension is compressed. But the suspension actually bottoms out before this hits the ground. And again, there's about half a stud there, give or take. Thank you very much. Have a good one.